All right, so looks like we're diving into personal finance today.
Yeah.
Budgeting specifically.
Budgeting, yes.
And we've got moneysavingexpert.com and MoneyHelper to guide us.
Two really good resources.
Yeah, excellent choices.
Yeah, they both really emphasize that managing your money well is crucial now.
Oh, absolutely,
Especially now
Yeah.
with the cost of living.
With the cost of living soaring.
It's like a necessity now. It's not,
It's not a choice.
not a choice.
It's not just a fun little thing you can do if you want. It's like you kind of have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. MoneyHelper actually says that a budget can help you avoid falling into debt,
Absolutely.
and it can help you make smarter financial choices.
Yeah, it's all about having that roadmap, and Money Saving Expert has a really interesting take on budgeting.
Oh, yeah.
In this article, featuring an approach from Martin Lewis.
Yeah, the finance guru.
Yeah, and he talks about how traditional budgets fail because they don't account for those irregular expenses.
Oh, right, like
Christmas,
Christmas and
which
holidays.
scar repairs.
Yes, those surprise expenses that just pop up
Exactly.
when you think you're doing okay.
When you think you're doing okay.
Yeah,
And then bam.
exactly. So instead of just focusing on monthly bills, he suggests factoring in annual costs for those big things
Okay.
and then spreading them out.
So like if you know you'll need a new car next year
Yeah?
and you think it'll cost you what, like 2,000 pounds?
Yeah, around 2,000 pounds.
He just set aside like 167 pounds each month
Exactly.
so that when the time comes,
You've got the funds.
you've got it ready.
Already there.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, it takes the sting out.
It does take this thing out.
Yeah, but even with the perfect budget, sometimes we overspend.
Oh, yeah. I think we've all been there.
Money Saving Expert acknowledges that human tendency,
Okay.
and they advocate for something they call pain-free savings
Pain-free savings.
as a first step.
I like the sound of that already. So the idea is to find more affordable alternatives for things you're already spending money on
Okay.
without making drastic changes.
So like switching to a cheaper mobile phone plan.
Exactly.
Or finding a better deal on your car insurance.
Yeah. Or even being more mindful at the grocery store.
Right, so it's about smarter choices rather than like deprivation.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And if you've exhausted all the pain-free options and you're still overspending,
Still overspending.
they suggest moving on to what they call
Okay.
painful savings.
Painful savings. Okay, so that's where the
Yeah, that's where the belt-tightening comes in.
belt tightening comes in.
Yeah.
So this is where you might need to make some lifestyle adjustments,
Okay.
like cutting back on eating out,
Oh, yeah.
reducing your entertainment budget, or
Right.
finding less expensive hobbies.
Making those conscious choices
Exactly.
to align your spending with your income.
Aligning it, yes.
Yeah. MoneyHelper also has some good advice on managing bills effectively.
They do. Like that bill prioritizer tool.
So bill prioritizer, have you used that?
I have, yeah. It's helpful,
Especially when,
especially when you're feeling overwhelmed
yes,
by bills.
it helps you prioritize which bills to tackle first.
Yeah,
Like focusing on those with the highest interest rates
right.
or the ones that could lead to penalties if you're late.
Like rent or mortgage payments.
Yes, those essential ones.
Utilities.
Yeah, credit card bills.
Yeah, okay. So it's like a triage system.
Yeah, like a trio.
For your finances.
Exactly.
So you deal with the most critical issues first.
Yeah. And then Money Saving Expert also has this interesting concept
Okay.
called piggy banking.
Piggy banking.
Okay. As a budgeting technique.
Interesting. Tell me more about that.
So it's basically about dividing your money
Okay.
into separate accounts, each designated for a specific purpose.
So like little digital piggy banks?
Exactly.
Okay.
So you might have one for your holiday fund,
Uh-huh.
one for Christmas shopping,
Christmas, yeah.
one for emergency savings.
Okay, so instead of having one big pool of money
Yeah.
where it's easy to lose track,
Yeah, where it all goes.
you're visually separating your funds?
Yes.
Okay.
And giving each pound a specific job.
I see. And that visual aspect.
That's what makes it so powerful.
Yeah, because it's much harder to overspend
Yes. Much harder to overspend.
when you can see exactly how much is allocated.
Exactly.
So he can call.
And we have all these apps now.
Yeah.
Like Chase, Monzo, Starling.
That make it really easy to do this.
So easy to set up these separate pots.
Yeah. Okay, so we talked about managing spending
Yes.
and bills.
Mhm.
What about savings?
Savings. Yes, that's crucial. And MoneyHelper is a strong advocate for a robust emergency fund.
Okay, how much are we talking here?
They recommend at least 3 months worth of essential expenses saved up.
3 months.
3 months.
Okay, that sounds like a lot,
It might seem daunting.
especially if you're just starting out.
But even a small amount each week or month can add up.
Okay.
And having that financial cushion can
Yeah.
really make all the difference.
When those unexpected expenses come up.
When those expenses pop up, exactly.
Job loss, medical emergency.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a safety net
It is a safety net.
to catch you
Yeah.
when life throws those curveballs.
It gives you that peace of mind.
Yeah, peace of mind.
Knowing you can handle those situations.
Without going into debt
Without going into debt.
or
Yeah.
relying on others.
Yeah. Okay. And beyond the emergency fund,
Yeah.
we need to think about long-term financial goals.
Yes. What are you saving for?
Right. A house,
A house.
a dream vacation,
A vacation.
early retirement.
Early retirement, maybe.
Yeah. Money-saving expert and MoneyHelper both say that setting specific goals can be motivating.
It's much easier to stay committed when you have a clear vision
Of what you're working towards.
of what you're working toward.
Yeah, so it's not just squirreling away money.
No, it's about aligning your savings with your dreams
Yeah.
and aspirations.
Yeah, making your money work for you.
Yeah.
For your future.
And both sources also touch on debt management,
Okay.
prioritizing paying off high-interest debts first,
That makes sense.
because that can save you so much money in the long run.
Right, because if you're constantly accruing high interest on those debts,
Yes.
it's going to be harder to make progress on other goals.
It's like running a marathon
Yeah.
with a heavy backpack.
With a heavy backpack.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
You need to lighten that financial load.
Lighten that load so we can move forward
Yes.
more efficiently.
Efficiently.
Wow, we've covered a lot of ground.
We have.
Already I feel more financially savvy.
Me too.
What's standing out to you from all this?
I think the emphasis on both practical strategies
Okay.
and mindset shifts.
Mindset, yeah.
It's not just about crunching numbers.
It's about understanding your relationship with money.
Your relationship with money,
Yeah.
making conscious choices,
Yeah.
developing healthy habits.
So it's a holistic approach to personal finance.
Holistic,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay, so we've talked about budgeting tools and techniques, but as you continue exploring these resources,
Yeah.
think about this.
Okay.
How can technology beyond just banking apps help you not only manage your money,
Okay.
but also potentially grow it?
That's a great question.
That's something to think about, yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to dive into that in the next part of our deep dive.
We will, but for now, let's digest all this good info.
Yes, let's digest. Yeah, it really is amazing how technology has changed personal finance.
It really has.
Yeah.
Like you said before, managing investments from your phone would have been
Science fiction.
science fiction, yeah.
Yeah, totally.
So we were talking about prioritizing those high interest debts.
Right. Yes. Definitely got to tackle those first.
Yeah, money saving expert and MoneyHelper both really stress that.
It's like plugging the biggest leaks in your financial ship.
I like that analogy.
Yeah. Those high interest debts can just drag you down.
It's like you're running on a treadmill,
Yeah.
putting in all this effort, but not really getting anywhere.
Exactly. And once you've got those under control,
Then you can focus on
yeah, then you can focus on other goals.
building that emergency fund.
Yes.
Saving for out.
Exactly. And Money Saving Expert has some clever advice
Oh, yeah.
for finding those pain-free savings.
Pain-free savings.
Remember those.
Yeah.
So it's not about making huge sacrifices.
Okay.
It's about being mindful of your everyday spending
Right.
and making little tweaks here and there.
Okay.
So like instead of automatically renewing your car insurance
So,
every year with the same provider,
yeah.
take a few minutes to shop around,
Compare quotes.
compare quotes. Yeah, you might be surprised
You might be.
at how much you can save.
Yeah. Or maybe downgrade your mobile phone plan.
Oh, yeah.
Or finally cancel those subscription services you never use.
Oh, those are the worst.
I know this can really add up.
They really do.
Yeah, Money Saving Expert is great for finding deals and discounts too.
They are a gold mine.
Like on everything.
Everything from groceries to travel.
They even have a tool for finding the cheapest petrol and diesel.
Oh, yeah. I use that one all the time.
Yeah, every little bit helps, right?
Every little bit helps.
MoneyHelper also brings up something important that we often overlook.
What's that?
Taking advantage of any benefits you might be eligible for.
Oh, right. Yes. Those government programs or financial assistance.
Exactly. Especially if you're on a low income or facing hardship.
They have a benefits calculator on their website.
Do they?
Yeah, it can help you figure out if you qualify for anything.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, it's worth checking out.
Why leave money on the table if you're eligible, right?
Exactly.
And while we're talking about being prepared,
Yeah.
MoneyHelper also suggests getting your affairs in order.
Okay.
Things like having a will
Uh,
and a power of attorney.
yeah, those are important.
They are. We often put them off.
We do.
But it's crucial to make sure your wishes are carried out
Absolutely.
and your loved ones are protected.
Especially if something unexpected happens.
Right. It's about taking control of your future.
Taking control. Yeah.
Having a plan.
And speaking of planning for the future,
Yes.
both sources talk about saving for retirement.
Yeah.
Yes, retirement. It's easy to put it off.
Oh, when you're young.
When you're young.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those early contributions,
Make a big difference later on.
huge difference. It's like planting a seed.
And watching it grow into a mighty oak tree.
All that.
The earlier you plant it,
Yeah.
the more time it has to grow.
Compound interest is powerful.
It is powerful, yeah.
And if you have a workplace pension,
Yeah.
make sure you're contributing enough
To get that employer match.
to get that match. That's free money.
Free money. Don't leave it on the table.
Don't leave it.
So as we wrap up this section,
Correct.
what are the key takeaways for our listener?
Well, we've covered a lot, but I'd say the main things are
Okay.
create a budget and stick to it.
Yes.
Prioritize paying off those high-interest debts. Find those pain-free savings.
Yeah.
Explore potential benefits you might be eligible for.
Right.
And start planning for the future.
Okay, so retirement savings and getting those affairs in order.
Exactly. It's about taking a holistic approach to your finances.
Holistic approach.
Understanding where you stand,
Yeah.
making informed decisions, and setting yourself up for success.
And remember, it's never too late to start.
Never too late.
Even small steps can have a big impact over time.
They really can.
But before we move on to the final section,
Yeah.
I'm curious, what questions or thoughts has all this sparked for you?
That's a good question.
What areas of personal finance do you feel you need more clarity on?
Well, as you continue your research,
Yeah.
think about which budgeting method resonates most with you.
Okay.
Does the traditional approach work for you?
Uh-huh.
Or maybe the piggy banking technique or something else entirely?
Yeah.
And how can you tailor that chosen method to your own needs and goals?
So it's about personalization.
Personalization, yes.
There's no one-size-fits-all solution.
No, definitely not.
What works for one person might not work for another.
Exactly. It's about finding what works best for you, your lifestyle, and your aspirations.
Yeah, it's all about figuring out what works best for you.
Yeah. Finding your own financial style.
Your own financial style.
Exactly. And, you don't have to do this alone.
That's true.
Both Money Saving Expert and MoneyHelper offer tons of resources
They do.
and support.
It's like having a whole financial toolbox.
The whole toolbox, yeah.
I was just looking at their websites. They have articles, calculators, forums,
They really have it all.
even helplines you can call if you need guidance.
And if you're feeling overwhelmed
Oh,
or you need more personalized help,
Yeah.
it might be worth talking to a financial advisor.
Your financial advisor.
They can help you create a plan that aligns with your goals
Okay.
and your risk tolerance.
Before we wrap up, I want to go back to that piggy banking technique.
Piggy banking.
Yeah. I'm really intrigued by it,
It's a good one.
especially the psychology behind it.
Yeah, it's all about visualization,
Yeah.
making those savings goals tangible.
Right. Because when you see that money growing in a separate account
Yes.
dedicated to your dream vacation or whatever,
It becomes more real,
it does.
more motivating.
And less tempting to spend on other things
Exactly, because you have that visual reminder
of what you're saving for.
of what you're working towards.
Yeah, it's like having a little piggy bank staring you in the face.
I love that analogy.
Every time you're tempted to overspend.
It really is.
You know, something we haven't talked about much is the emotional side of money.
That's true.
Like, money can be stressful.
It can be.
It can cause anxiety, even shame for some people.
Yeah. Both Money Saving Expert and MoneyHelper talk about that.
They do.
They offer tips for managing those emotional aspects.
Okay.
Money Saving Expert even has a tool
Oh, yeah.
called the Demotivator.
The demotivator.
It helps you visualize the impact of those small spending habits.
Those little things we don't even think about.
Yeah, like that daily coffee
Right, the daily coffee.
or that takeaway lunch.
That can really add up.
It's about raising awareness of those patterns
Yeah.
and making more conscious choices.
Because ultimately, it's not just about the numbers.
Right.
It's about how those numbers make you feel.
Exactly.
It's about creating a financial life that feels good,
Yeah,
that aligns with your values.
and supports your well-being.
Yes, and that brings us to the end of our deep dive
It does.
into the world of personal finance.
Remember, it's a journey.
It is a journey.
Not a
It
destination.
is a destination.
A marathon, not a sprint.
Be patient with yourself.
Yes.
Celebrate those wins.
Celebrate those wins.
Learn from those mistakes.
Learn from your mistakes.
And keep moving forward.
Keep moving forward.
Most importantly, never stop learning and exploring.
Yeah, the world of personal finance is always changing.
So as you dig deeper into these resources,
Yeah.
from Money Saving Expert and MoneyHelper, remember, knowledge is power.
It really is.
The more you understand about your finances,
Yes.
the more confident and empowered you'll feel.
To make those decisions that support your dreams
Exactly.
and your goals.
Creating a life of financial freedom.
Financial freedom and abundance.
One step at a time.
One step at a time.
Thanks for joining us.
It's been a pleasure.
We hope you found it insightful and maybe even a little fun.
I hope so too.
Until next time.
Happy budgeting, everyone.